Events today jeopardized diplomatic efforts when North Korean armor encountered a so-called self-healing minefield while attempting to withdraw from the area.
North Korean forces were adequately cautioned that self-healing minefields along the DMZ should not be considered cleared obstacles. We're back at the brink of war, and now we find out it is the Japanese?
The Japanese are allies.
I don't care if they're the Christmas elves. They sank the Walsh.
We don't know that their government was involved.
We know Admiral Otomo was involved, and we know where the gentleman is. We have to go in now, immediately.
The fact is, we don't know how far the conspiracy goes. If Otomo's actions are sanctioned by the Japanese government, then the only solution is military. But if he's acting alone...
Your man again?
He's already in position.
Send him in.
Fisher, I can't stress this enough. If one Japanese soldier dies, we risk World War III. Any fatalities and I abort the mission immediately.
I understand.
Locate our officers. Find out what the hell is going on.
And with that out of the way, it's the final countdown to the down. I feel like singing. So here at the final level. You can't kill, but you can still choose the assault kit, unlike in displays. There's a vent over there you can go through, but it'll take longer rather than going over here, which will be much easier, much faster. It's all around more better. All the cameras cameras you see, as you saw before, is like the ones in Penthouse. Like they can see you in the dark. All of them are like this in this level, like that. So yeah, you have to OCP them like usual. Or just avoid their stream of light. This is a pretty fantastic level in my opinion. But it's an absolute joke. There are no opportunity objectives, thankfully. So it's really just a game at its best. The bonus objective here you can only complete at the very end. It will spoil quite a bit to reveal it right now, so I guess we'll find out when we get there. Which will be for quite a while.
You stay in this room. We didn't say anything. Keep it that way. I have orders not to shoot you.
Sounds like shit's going down.
Soldiers, we're just desk jockeys. We're perfectly comfortable here.
I'm not going to the bathroom.
Okay, fine.
Someone needs to chill.
We'll be right here.
Yes, you will.
Okay, just ignore that light while I chat up with my buddy over here.
Hey, you're American.
Maybe, but I'm not here to rescue you.
That's okay. We're not really hostages anyway.
What's going on?
Not too sure.
Interesting to how only their eyes are covered and they're not tied up at all. Like, not their hands or
Where did
anything.
they go?
Into the war room in the sub-level.
The doors to the lower levels are sealed.
A captain was just up here looking for combat-ready volunteers to go down there. Maybe the doors are open now.
Perfect timing. Somebody will come for you later.
Sam, we need to record everything that happens in that meeting so we can present it to the jury.
It would speed things up if you'd let me remove some of the threats.
Forget it, Fisher. Until we know who the enemy is...
Well, technically removing the threat doesn't mean killing them, even though that's what Sam meant. Then in contrast to what Ubisoft says about him, because they say that he isn't sadistic, but he just does what he has to do for his job and to protect, well, our nation. What the? Wait a minute. Was I just floating on air, or was I on that computer? I didn't think Sam was that light.
Fisher, from the
Interesting.
looks of it, these guards are LTL equipped.
Less than lethal. Why?
There's only one reason I can think of that they'd issue them to combat troops. They'll want to interrogate anyone they catch.
Well, I'm not the talkative type.
Just like me. Interestingly enough, in Okos, like the beginning of Okos in Double Agent on the PS2, the guards there are also LTO equipped, but it's never actually stated. you can also get that if you get caught, you have to like go for a little sequence in here as well as in Double Agent. If you get caught, the mission becomes a hell of a lot harder. It's an interesting little sequence that I'm gonna show later. I was gonna show it on the PS2 version of Double Agent, but I never got around to it. I just don't know why they never stated that the guys are LTL equipped. Despite the fact that it's less than lethal, they're actually worse than the lethal ones. What I just showed is where you're gonna end up if you get captured. If you get captured, you'll have very little health, and the entire place will be on alert. It'll say only one alarm, but they'll actually be on level 4 alarm. So you basically, oh yeah, you'll be completely screwed. You'll have to put up an old save. Yeah, those cameras, like I said, they can see you in the dark. Your main worry is just that one. If you're spotted, then you kind of fail, like the mission. I guess you have to reload your save because these the computer will descend and you won't be able to access it. You might be able to do something, but I don't know. It's not like Ubisoft's that cruel. I know they do hate us PC gamers. I think if Sam interrogates one of the guards, he asks about their gear. Like if he can get any of their sticky shock rounds. It would help a bit if you're gonna go that path. But you really don't have to KO anyone here. Oh, and of course, if you get captured, you of course, and obviously cannot go 100% stealth. Oh, shut it. Let me enjoy the last mission. We're paying quite a bit in this level.
Fisher, GPS shows you're nearing the war room. Intelligence says it's a Tempest-hardened cube. The only way you'll be able to record
What the hell's a Tempest-hardened cube?
Find some way inside.
Tempest hardening might keep out electronic intruders, but I'm betting the room isn't airtight.
Probably not.
Nothing's airtight in this franchise. Or at least just this and both versions of Double Agent.
Sam, I've got some details on the building's infrastructure. This vent should come out directly over the war room.
I'll try and laser mic the meeting from there.
Good. We'll let you know when we have enough to make the Joint Chiefs happy.
And by enough, they mean like about 5 or so minutes.
No alternative. You will die first.
Shit's getting even more serious.
Sir, here's Admiral Otomo. Admiral, what is the meaning of this?
You will repeal the post-war constitution. You will order the immediate
What the?
remilitarization of Japan.
He's talking like a robot. Look at the way his mouth is moving. Seriously, look at that. He's like the guy from Navigator. That's how he talks, and that's how his mouth moves. It's hilarious. Which the guy from Navigator actually died a couple years ago. It's kind of sad. Even though his reviews were fucking hilarious and retarded. If you want to know what I mean, just go watch his review of Tomb Raider, one of his Tomb Raider reviews. Watch the end of it.
These efforts will take time. I have faith in your honor and prudence. So I give you 96 hours.
96.
I am Otonotron number 3. Look at the way I talk. I am such a tard.
North Korean ballistic missile and sacrifice a Japanese city over my choosing. Regrettably, this will kill millions, but it will steal the will of the people if your appearance cannot. For the sake of your honor and for the sake of Japan, I plead with you, do not force my hand in this matter.
That's it. He caught the signal. My God.
Good God, Fisher.
I don't trust that guy over there.
Otomo has been manipulating the Japanese government the entire time.
At least they're not sanctioning his actions. What's the next step? How do we stop Otomo?
If we're lucky, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
Grim,
I'm worried about
Lambert's
that
got a
general,
plan.
Fisher. He's been awfully quiet working on his laptop. Access it from here. Let's see what he's planning.
Will do.